Real Housewives of Potomac star Candiace Dillard-Bassett did a recent interview with our friends over at House of Aaron and dropped some tea in regards to this is not the first time that Gizelle Bryant has accused someone of stealing her items. She said during the most recent Real Housewives of Potomac reunion, she accused a black man of stealing her cell phone. Welcome back to the Kempire channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So if you missed it, we did a recap talking about the latest episode of The Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip Season 3, where the ladies are in Thailand. And I told you this whole conversation of someone stealing her tequila bottle, Giselle's tequila bottle, seemed forced. It felt like she was trying to produce a moment. However, maybe it wasn't. A lot of you speculated, well, maybe it wasn't one of the ladies. Maybe the house staff broke it by accident and they threw it away. Who knows? It could have been a variety of reasons, or it really could be Gizelle trying to produce a moment. I really believe that it felt like Gizelle was trying to produce a moment until this recent interview with House of Aaron. Candiace reveals that this isn't the first time that Gizelle Bryant has displayed, quote, Karen behavior.
Speak on it.
In this conversation, she says for Gizelle to be accusing her of stealing this tequila bottle, and a lot of you said it's not hard to get this tequila. However, you did say maybe it was hard for her to get it to Thailand. Maybe. But even if it was, is it that big of a deal for Gizelle to be running around the house, accusing ladies, saying we're going to hold court over lunch, having these big conversations? This entire episode was about Gizelle finding out who may have taken her Casa Azul bottle.
Can y'all believe this shit? Can y'all believe this shit?
The most damning thing that came out from this interview, though, was that this isn't the first time that Gizelle Bryant may have accused someone of stealing something. According to Candiace in this interview, she says that Gizelle, although she's like to call Karen a Karen, Karen Huger, it's interesting that no, during the last reunion, her phone went missing. And she accused a black man, someone who works as a part of production or part of, Bravo. She didn't specify who or what they did. She accused him of stealing her phone.
Well, first of all, a black woman accusing other black women of stealing
Larceny.
on national television of larceny. that is what I said. Yes. It's what I said. She's called Karen Huger a modern day Karen. She's a Karen. That was very Karen of you. That was very white privilege. My things are missing, so someone must have stolen them. It couldn't have been misplaced or lost, or maybe it got broken and then the house staff threw it away. It couldn't be any of those logical things. It has to be that someone in the house stole it and I need to search everyone's rooms. Well, who are you? And something similar happened. She pulled something similar to this at our reunion. She misplaced her phone and she accused a black man of stealing.
Oh, which reunion was
what
this?
she does. The most recent one.
Oh wow, a black man, like a production member.
It was someone who was working on the show, is what I will say.
And she
blatantly accused this person of stealing her phone. So this is her MO. She wants everybody to be a villain when she's the actual villain.
Wow. So, but she ended up finding the phone.
The phone was found later. Yes, the phone. Well, clearly she's making calls to whoever she's talking to.
Only to find out later, no, she just misplaced her phone. Her phone wasn't stolen. First of all, it makes me wonder, what exactly is on this phone? Why exactly would you accuse someone of stealing your phone? Especially when you're in that sort of environment. And I know there are some, makeup artists and things like that that are also there that aren't part of production. But your first inclination is to accuse someone of stealing your phone. And I look, I've been a part of different situations where you have a lot of things with you. You may have put your phone. I misplaced my phone in my own house. Thank God for the Apple Watch, because you can always go, because that would be the first thing that I would do. If you try to steal my phone, I'm just going to go boop, 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 and see where it is. However, she didn't wear you saw her outfit. She did not wear an Apple Watch. Maybe she doesn't have an Apple Watch. I don't know. Maybe she didn't have one on her. But I don't know about you. I misplaced my phone on the daily in my own house. So I can only imagine when you're in production, you're moving from the set to your dressing room to other people's dressing room. Things get misplaced. You put your phone down somewhere. Again, I'm wondering what exactly was on this phone that she was just like, because you may recall, and I didn't report on this, but I did see the clip. I think this was with DJ Richie Sky, where Chris Bassett made the accusation that he heard, someone had DM'd him that someone may have offered. I can't remember the exact details, but he made an allegation that someone was going to pay.
You know what? I'm gonna say one other thing that no one knows about. Well, Candiace knows, and a few other people now know. But the show began airing in October. I got a very random, anonymous DM in November from somebody. And again, we all get DMs from people, and it's tough to decipher what's real, what's not. I did not believe this DM whatsoever. But it said that there was a producer on our show that paid money to Gizelle and Ashley to say at the reunion that when I was in that room with Gizelle, I grabbed my penis, and that I actually said more to Ashley to try and get her to go to the hotel. Again, I didn't think anything of it. Leading up to the reunion, Gizelle was doing several interviews to which she said, I'm not holding back. There's more to the story. I'm going to say everything. So now I'm starting to remember this DM, and I start to have some concerns. So the day of the reunion, usually the husbands, we don't have a call time till like 2 or 3 or later, but the ladies are there like 6 a.m. I go down there in the morning. I meet with some executives. I show them this DM. I say, listen, I don't believe this. I don't want to believe this. I just want to make you aware because I am concerned with some of the things that have been said leading up to the reunion. All of them assured me this is nothing. No way. There's no way this happened. We would have heard about this. Gizelle loves the show too much. This cannot be real. I said, good. I'm glad you feel that way. Makes me feel better because I feel that way. And I really didn't think anything of it until we filmed the reunion. And I don't remember if they showed this or not. But as I'm talking to Gizelle and trying to get her to explain what it actually was that I did, Ashley leans over and says, well, Gizelle, was it maybe his posture, or did he, like, his body language? Did he say something? Pew, 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 pew. Red flags. And then at the very end of my conversation with Gizelle, when the husbands were out there, Candiace and I both asked her point blank, well, you said in your interviews that you were going to say it all. Is there more? You had more to say, but you haven't said anything. Is there anything more to say? And she sat there, she's like, I got nothing right now. Okay.
Gizelle or Ashley, if I can vaguely remember, I'm trying to remember my elephant brain because I don't have all my notes in front of me, to pay to make other damning accusations against Chris Bassett. So it makes me wonder if she was a little more worried, especially because he's making these accusations, because Chris Bassett said in this interview with DJ Richie Sky that he went to production with this DM that he received with these damning accusations, where production says, no, she would never do that. That's not true. And he says after he's watched this reunion and how this reunion played out, it made him go,
well, maybe it was true.
Now that he's looking back on it, again, go back, go Google Schmoogle, go watch that interview with Chris Bassett and DJ Richie. However, and this is where my mind is running, okay? As I'm thinking about this a little bit more deeply, and maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Any of us that may lose our phone would be like, oh my God, where's my phone? Where's my phone? Will we immediately accuse someone? I don't care who it is, black, white. Would we immediately accuse someone? Well, now that we're seeing this behavior from Gizelle on this trip, and she was really serious about finding this Casa Azul tequila bottle, and this wasn't a pre-produced moment, it's interesting. It's interesting. And remember, Ultimate Girls Trip was filmed before this reunion. So we have this incident in in Thailand, and now we're having this incident, according to Candiace, that happened during the reunion. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Are you guys tired of the battle between Candiace and Gizelle? Every time they have an interview, and look, this is at the end of the day, it's up to the interviewers to ask what they want to ask. And this is why. And I know some of you are like, why are they always talking about each other in their interviews? Because they're asked about each other, because that's been this biggest storyline on Potomac. So both Candiace and Gizelle have been talking about each other in their interviews. Are you tired of them talking about each other? Are you even interested in a battle between these two? Honestly, no. You know why? Because it feels as if Candiace is too smart and too shady, and this is not a good person to battle with, because she's not going to come back at you with an actual shady response. She's not going to have a clever, witty response. It's not like a Kenya and Nene or a Kenya and Phaedra. They will kind of, even Portia can come back with a shady response. It's not fun when one person's shadier and wittier than the other. And if we're gonna do this, if we're gonna have this battle between two people, it can't be with two people that it's not fair sparring. It's not fair sparring. Anyways, guys, I wanted to get this to you because I saw it and I was like, I got to talk about this because we just talked about the Ultimate Girls Trip episode. So if you missed that, be sure to check that out as well. And as always, be sure to let me know your thoughts about this. How do you feel about this battle between Candiace and Gizelle? How do you feel about what Candiace is alleging? Gizelle accused this black man of stealing her phone, but only to find the phone later. Let's continue this conversation in the comments section. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.
Ooh, you bring the lighter. I got the fuse.